Hey nerds, welcome to Jariak. Today we are going to recap Season 3B of Teen Wolf. We did a full recap for Season 3A after the first 12 episodes of that. Now after the last 12 episodes of 3B, we're going to recap. And in the end, if you are new to the channel, what we'll do is we'll do a soft recap of 3B, the last half, the last portion, the back 9, the last 12 of Season 3. And then we'll go into our Jar Awards. We will do our favorite episode, favorite moment, favorite kiss, etc. And then we'll wrap it up with the in memoriam. What we'll do for the Jar Awards is our favorite moment, say our favorite episode from 3B, and then it'll really just be between two episodes, the winner from 3A, the winner from 3B for our favorite episode of all of Season 3. And we'll kind of do it like that. In memoriam, we'll just do a rundown of everybody from the beginning of 3A up until 3B at the ending. So we'll do it like that. I think that'll be the best thing. So again, if you are new here, this is Sunday, no episode today. We don't have episodic reactions on Sundays. It's a chance for me to record, but if there is a recap day, we could post this video today like we are. So again, feel free to subscribe for daily content. If there's a day there is a reaction, links are in the description box down below. For the Patreon, you can watch all of Season 3, the Twitch stream, and everything in between. Jerry doesn't have to go behind the scenes, but I'm going to pull up my notes and we're going to get right into it. Season 3B starts with a nightmare from Styles, and boy, did it never actually stopped. He can never tell if he's dreaming or if he's sleeping, but he's constantly being around the Nematon in his dreams. He's coming up to this giant tree stump. Scott is seeing a demon side of himself, and Allison is seeing herself in places she is also seeing her dead aunt, Kate. Deaton tells us they all three have doors inside of themselves that need to be closed, and if they don't close it, they could die. Episode ends with a shot of Derek and Peter being tied up and electrocuted. Someone is looking for La Loba, or She-Wolf. Derek and Peter may know, but they're not talking. They keep giving that look that they have something that they know, but they ain't giving up the beans. The girl who helped Isaac is now hired by the Deucalion to help them too, aka Braden. Meanwhile, Scott and Styles find the den of the were-coyote. They track her down and Scott has to alpha roar her back to being a human. Papa Styles returns her twin father, aka Father Kieran, and the two embrace. Sheriff Styles keeps his job. Case closed, on to the next. In episode 15, we get introduced to Wheelbarrow. That's not a made-up name, Wheelbarrow. He tried to kill kids back in the day because of glowing eyes or some shit, and he targets Kira, who has some sort of power. Scott seems to grow closer to Kira, as Allison does with Scott, before Isaac is taken by men in black masks. I want to point out, too, there was a really weird moment when when Malia first turned back into human. That moment her and Scott had was a little weird. I don't know how to describe it. It's just a weird moment. And then he immediately has a moment with Kira. He said, hey, I'm done with Allison. I've seen there are other fish in the sea. 5 of them to be, the men in black mask. Yeah, 5 of them to be exact. So they all get targeted. Isaac, Lydia, the twins, and Derek, leaving a weird number 5 behind their ear that we later find out is the letter S for self. Kira tries to get her phone back from the FBI. She has photos of her taken that show flame armor around her in the shape of a fox. She's what's known as a kitsune. Styles says he knows something about Agent McCall. Just a heads up, I don't even know if I took more notes about this. It was a major fucking letdown. As well, he learns that he was the one leaving the message on the chalkboard for Wheelbarrow to get Kira. So Styles realized there's something else going on with him. Kira revealed to be a fox, again, a kitsune. We learned that from Shang Tsung, as there are different types of foxes, one being the nogitsune, a creature that feeds off chaos, strife, and pain. But Oni weren't marking people for a reason. They were letting them know they were safe, basically, that they were themselves. The Oni wasn't really a bad guy, even though they were depicted as such. After locking down the house, Scott allows him and Kira to be marked, which moves to the obvious that the Nogitsune is only control over one person, aka Styles. Styles kills, I think, 2 or 3 Onis in that moment. Goes in for an MRI after being stuck in a dream state, and his shadow self is revealed as he takes control over our sweet boy Styles. He promises to kill everyone he loves, the demon that is. He even plays a trick / lays a trap right off rip, using electricity, arrows, and nail bombs to hurt Isaac, Coach, and kill a deputy, all to get Scott to use his powers Even though I misspoke a bunch, I said heal. They just took away their pain, which, I mean, if you took away my pain, I would consider that a form of being healed, but they weren't healed because they still fucking died, right? So he used his power so he could later feed on it. The moment he does, Deaton steps in and injects him with some moss to temporarily subdue him. Yeah. Styles then checks himself into a mental hospital where he meets Malia, the were-coyote. She punches him. They have sex, and it's a thing. Yeah, they sex a lot. The Nogitsune uses Oliver to get back inside Styles, or else he would have killed Malia, and Styles regretfully lets him in. Scott and the twins with Kira, Allison, and Lydia beat up Kincaid to get the scroll from Silverfinger's, well, finger. And they need to figure out a way to change Styles' body, i.e. the bite. 21 is a huge info dump about the Nogitsune and how Mama Kira is the one who basically created it and killed it with a katana that broke and then was fixed by Kira, who's revealed as a Thunder Kitsune. Papa Stalinsky thinks he has figured out Styles' game. He just wants to do a different punchline, basically. They try to corner the Nogitsune but it was all a part of his plan to protect himself from the Oni. He takes the last tail from Mama Kira and slices himself up and reveals flies that affect the twins, Isaac and Derek, causing them to fight. Derek tries to kill Chris, or fucks with Chris, basically, while the other three fight each other. Peter suggests that Scott goes into the head of both Styles and Lydia. Scott ends up roaring to get Styles' attention because he's a part of his pack, breaking him free from the Void, but the Void escapes with Lydia. Searching for her, the gang splits up and tries to get help from Meredith, the girl from the mental hospital. They track down the Nogitsune and he breaks the last tail, taking control over the Oni. Allison fires off arrows. Her last one, her silver-headed arrow that she just made with her father, embeds in the chest of the Oni, killing it. Soon as that happens, a smile comes across her face. She gets stabbed and dies in the arms of Scott. In the finale, they deal with the loss of Allison, and they learn the silver arrow that was the key to killing the Oni. I put only. I'm an idiot. And they need to take the Nemeton wooden box to Scott to trap the Firefly, the lightning bug. Scott and the gang fight the Nogitsune in snow, and right as Styles is about to off himself, he realizes it's an illusion and performs a divine move. Roll credits. With Scott's bite and Kira's sword, they slay the Nogitsune. During all of this, Aiden is killed and dies in the arms of his other twin, Ethan, with Derek and Chris by their side. Post-ending, we see a character trying to learn to move on, with Scott grieving. The character is trying to move on from Allison. Scott grieving into his mother's arms. Isaac going off with Chris. Kira trying to figure out how to give space. And Malia learning the ropes with Scott and Styles. The stinger is La Loba. Who is this? Who is this person? Derek thinks he's dreaming, realizes he's dreaming. And, yeah. We get a flashback on how werewolves are made. You know, you can drink from the puddle of a wolf's print, the bite, or if the scratches are just deep enough, enter fucking Kate Argent, who should be dead, but whatever. That's season 3B. That's a wrap on season 3. I really, season 3B is some of the best TV I think I've watched. I think it's some of the best TV I think I've watched at all. We had a lot of conversations in the video in episode 23 about the reason Allison left. I've heard different things. I heard the same thing about what happened to another character in the originals, that they received death threats. I've heard other things, that she just wanted to walk. She was done with the show because she was almost 30. Either way, the original script planned for her to die in Isaac's arms, but instead she chose to die in Scott's. And I think her in Scott's arms makes the most sense. Her and Isaac weren't really a thing. They were building up and leading to being a thing, but it never really came to a perfect fruition. I think they slept together, but they never, you know, was seen as a couple outside of by the fans. So, and I think they had the blessing from Scott at a certain point after he punched Isaac a couple times, that was going to be okay. In the rave, I think the nod from Allison was a nod of approval about him and Kira, and vice versa for him and Isaac. I think Scott and Allison, they moved on from each other, but in their place became a beautiful friendship that I personally enjoyed, and I was okay with them both moving on, because I think, like a lot of you said, that in the end, at some point, Allison would have found her way back to Scott. whether it would have been at the heartbreak of Isaac or whether it would have been other situations. But I definitely think in some way, shape, or form, they could have made their way back. And if not, they could have remained a friend. They could have remained this perfect friendship for the rest of their lives, especially with the bond he made with Chris, Scott, that is, and even Isaac making a bond with Chris. And I think those friendships were beautiful. I like that she died in the arms of Scott. That was her first love, the first person that accepted her in this new city, and it was very beautiful. So we'll get to the in memoriam. We'll get to Allison's part in all this, but before that, it's time for the Jar Awards. Kicking things off first, favorite episode. If you need a recap of the favorite episode from 3A, episode 6, Motel California, and episode 12, Lunar Eclipse was our winner. For 3B, your nominees: episode 14, More Bad Than Good; 17, Silverfinger; 18, Riddled; 19, The Theria Volpina; 21, The Fox and the Wolf; 23, Insatiable; and 24, The Divine Move. I do think episode 24, Divine Move, is a damn good finale. I think it's a good wrap-up. I don't think it's my favorite episode. I don't think it's my favorite finale of the show, but I think it's a really good episode. But I gotta say, my favorite one from 3B has to be episode 18, Riddled, because holy shit, that's really when the show flipped a switch and picked it up to a whole other gear from 18 to 24, and that's the catalyst is right there in episode 18 that really gets the ball rolling. So I gotta say 18, Riddled, which puts it between episode 12, Lunar Eclipse, versus episode 18, Riddled. So the season 3A finale versus Riddled for favorite episode for all of season 3. I gotta say, I think I'm going to go with episode 18, Riddled, as my favorite episode from all of season 3. The two finales were phenomenal. The finale for season 3A is perfect. 3B has a really great finale. But it was, again, it's another like celebration type thing. 3A was like, it was a good ending, but like you just knew there was, obviously since it's split in half, you just knew more was to come. And it wasn't, I don't know how to explain it. I think episode 18, Riddled, is my favorite episode for all of season 3, so lock it in. Moving on. Favorite scene, your winner from 3A was Styles telling Scott that he was his best friend and his brother in episode 6, which was Motel California. For 3B, episode 14, Malia being returned to her father. Episode 15, Yukimura family dinner with Scott. Episode 15, Chris walking in on Allison and Isaac. Episode 16, the blacklight party. Episode 16, Derek handing out candy. Episode 17, the Void Styles reveal. Episode 17, Shang Tsung. Episode 20, Styles and Malia doing their thing. Episode 21, Papa Styles and Allison sharing a moment. Episode 22, Scott roars to Style in his head to clear him when he's in the Nogitsune playing fucking backgammon or playing Go. Episode 23, Styles and Papa Stilinski sharing a hug. Episode 23, Allison telling her dad she loved him. Episode 24, Chris hugging Isaac. Episode 24, Argent showing up with arrows. Episode 24, Danny knowing it all. That was a really good moment, by the way. My favorite scene from 3B is Scott roaring to his pack member Styles and Styles clearing the board playing against the Nogitsune, which leads us to what is my favorite moment our favorite scene in all of season 3. It's Styles telling Scott that he was his best friend and his brother as Scott was about to light himself on fire with that damn road flare. 100%, lock it in. Most heartbreaking scene, Papa Stilinski telling the story of the night his wife died was our season 3A winner in episode 11. For season 3B, your nominees are Styles mistaking Melissa for his mom in episode 17, and episode 18, Styles being tormented by the Nogitsune and waking up in Melissa's arms, Mama McCall. Episode 21, Allison's breakdown. Episode 23, Allison's death. Episode 24, Aiden's death. Episode 24, Scott crying in the arms of his mother. For season 3B, my most heartbreaking scene by far is Styles being tormented by the Nogitsune, screaming and waking up in his pseudo-mother's arms, being Mama McCall. And I think that, while Papa Stilinski telling the story the night of his wife died, I think Styles waking up in that moment is my most heartbreaking scene for all of season 3. On to the next. Funniest scene from 3A, episode 4, Danny offering Styles some dick. For 3B, episode 15, Chris walking in on Isaac and Allison. Episode 15, You Are the Hot Girl. Episode 16, Papa Styles laughing at Styles at the interrogation. Episode 21, Mom is 900 years old and you are how old, Dad? 43. Episode 23, You're not my type. He's my type. My favorite for 3B is You're the hot girl, the conversation they had, even though Papa Stilinski laughing was fucking great. But You're the hot girl. And Scott just being like, I am the hot girl. But the funniest moment throughout this entire season was Danny offering Styles some dick. I don't think I've laughed that hard at a moment in this show. It was so perfect. You felt it coming. It was great. For favorite kiss, the winner from 3A was Styles and Lydia in episode 11. In episode 20, your nominees for 3B, Styles and Malia. Episode 21, Mama Kira and Reese. Or episode 22, Scott and Kira. My favorite kiss for 3B is Scott and Kira. Which brings us to the Stylidia kiss versus the Skira kiss. And your winner for season 3 for favorite kiss is Scott and Kira, bro. Like by a landslide. Like I like the listen, Lydia kissing him. I felt it coming a mile away. It was a good moment. You finally got that. Styles got a kiss from the girl he's been in love with since the 3rd grade, but that wasn't the situation we all wanted. It was a good tactic. It calmed him down. It took his mind off of things. But no, it wasn't a true kiss. It wasn't both parties going in for it. Styles is taken back. Scott and Kira in the bed looking each other eye to eye. Huh. Beautiful. That's your winner for all of season 3. Favorite kill from 3A, episode 12, Jennifer killing Callie with the glasses. Oh, with the glass, not glasses. From 3B, your nominees. Episode 17, Void Styles killing an Oni. Episode 21, Mama Kira killing the Kitsune, or Nogitsune. Episode 23, Allison killing an Oni. Episode 24, Scott and Kira teaming up to kill the Nogitsune. Your winner for 3B, and your winner for all of season 3 is Scott and Kira teaming up with the stab, the bite, the stab, and taking down the Nogitsune once and for all. Favorite quote, we didn't put down many, but from season 3, episode 12, having your eyesight won't matter because you'll never see us coming was our winner. In 3B, I really only have 2 from episode 17. You don't fight a tsunami, you endure it. From episode 13, be your own anchor is my favorite quote, but having your eyesight won't matter because you'll never see us coming was an absolute bar when speaking to the Deucalion. Favorite ship. Your nominees for favorite ship: Isaac and Allison, Styles and Malia, but your winner by a fucking landslide is Scott and Kira. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. This was asked for. I don't remember if I did this in 3A or not. Favorite friendship. I only have 2 nominees down. There could be a bunch more. Derek and Chris, which I love them developing. But let's be real, bro. Scott and Styles are undefeated. It's not a competition. Least favorite character was that Brunsky sumbitch. I didn't like him whatsoever. So our favorite character, let's go ahead and transition to that with your nominees as Chris, Isaac, Styles, Kira, and Scott. Who's the winner? Your season 1, season 2, season 3A, season 3B, aka your in total season 3 winner. Go ahead and chalk it back to back to back. Is Styles. There hasn't been a single character close to him, even though I really fucking love Scott this season. That's beside the point. And I really love Kira too. So to give an update on favorite seasons, I kind of give these things names. I'm not going to give you guys the rankings from this point forward as they're going to constantly be adjusting. But the names for the season. Season 1 was Wolves and Hunters. Season 2 was The Old Man, The Stalker, and The Kanema. Season 3A was Sacrifices. Season 3B was Chaos, Strife, and Pain. I will say, as of right now, I'm pretty sure Season 3B is by far landslide victory. Like I said, some of my favorite television I've ever watched. As for finales, season 1 finale. I renamed it. I don't remember what it was originally called, but I renamed it to Hail the Alpha. You get the play on words there? Hail the Alpha. Peter Hill, Derek Hill, you're welcome. Season 2, Back to Square One / The Alphas Are Coming was that finale. Season 3A, The True Alpha. Season 3B. I have 2 names for Season 3B's finale, which is Divine Move / The Argent Awakening. Or Argent Awakening, almost like Urgent Awakening, play on words. I think 3A, The True Alpha moment, is actually top tier. With me saying that's top tier, Scott becoming the True Alpha didn't win for my favorite scene from 3A, simply because Styles telling Scott that he was his best friend and his brother had way more of an emotional impact. So let's wrap it up with our in memoriam. You're going to hear some of these names twice because some of it was in the 3A, but this is for all of season 3, so we can get into season 4, episode 1. You ready? Here we go. The Broom, Erica, Scuba Steve, who was a virgin, the Virgin Heather, the Virgin Emily, ROTC Kyle, ROTC Professor Harris, the Alpha Ennis / Johnny Sins, the 2 Doctors, Boyd, Gerard's men, Deucalion's men, Arrow to the Throat Boy, Paige, the Philosopher, Officer Tara Graham, Philosopher, the History Teacher, the Alpha Kali, Duroc, Jennifer Blake. In 3B, Wheelbarrow, I assume, they never really mentioned him again. 3 Oni Void Styles killed, Deputy Dan, Machio, the little boy that died, Reese, Allison Argent, all the doctors and nurses, the deputies, the twin Aiden, and last but not least, the Nogitsune. One last time here for Erica, Boyd, and Allison Argent. Rest in peace, my friends. Thank you for being on this show. I don't understand the Allison hate. I don't understand people disliking her character for some of the reasons you guys said. It's okay not to like a character, but like some of them were petty. But yeah, rest in peace to those characters, the big ones, Erica, Boyd, Allison. I would even put the Nogitsune because it was like the main thing. But yeah, those are rough. This was a long season. It was a rough season. And I'm not 100% happy that Kate Bishop, that Kate Argent's back. I like characters staying dead, but if they do it right, maybe it'll be interesting. So I'm looking forward to season 4. I appreciate you guys for hanging out and watching the recap. Tomorrow being Monday, the 24th. Season 4, episode 1, The Dark Moon, coming at your face. I'll see you then. I'm going to have links and everything in the description box down below. You can watch all of season 3 on Patreon if you choose to do so. If not, they all are here on YouTube, even though there's a fucking watermarking on it. But besides that, playlist up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and I'll catch you on the next one.